a pan, I've got 2 medium onions that I thinly sliced, and now I'm just getting them soft in some extra virgin olive oil. I don't want to brown them, I want to just get them soft. And I've got some chicken livers in the refrigerator. And we need 2 pounds for the recipe that we're going to do. And when you get them, drain them off because they'll have excess water, and you want to cook these off as quickly as you can. And make sure you're getting fresh chicken livers. Now, I'm just going to dry them off with some paper towels very gingerly because they are very, very delicate, and put them into the saute pan with the onions. So that's 2 pounds of chicken livers. And now, these are not going to take very long to cook at all, so mix them around, and when the livers start to turn gray, they're almost ready. And a good way to test to see that they're not overcooked is to just take a knife and pierce it in one of them, and if you still see a little bit of redness to the liver, well then you want to just let it cook a little while longer. So that's looking good. I'm going to turn the heat up on that now a little bit and tell you what else goes into this. Capers, and these are capers that you find in brine. Sometimes you find them in salt, and they are the unopened seed bud of a flower that grows in the Mediterranean, really around cracks and walls and little twists and turns in stone walls, and they have a very pungent flavor. And with it, we're going to have some anchovy, and we're going to put in a little bit of lemon juice with it. Now, I'm going to puree all of this, but before I do, I want to talk to you about the crostini part of this, which means little toast. And here are the little toasts, and all this is good bread that you've brought home, or maybe you baked it yourself, and you have browned in some extra virgin olive oil. That's going to be the base on which we're going to put this liver mixture. So you do this early in the day because they don't need to be hot, they can be at room temperature. We want to give this a little bit of coarse black pepper and a little bit of salt. Okay, now it's time. You see how the chicken livers are cooking up, but they're not quite there yet. I want to make sure that they're not red looking. We're going to add now some lemon juice. So here I have fresh squeezed lemon juice. That goes in. And now we can put in the capers. They go in. Really pungent, but delicious in this. And the anchovies with their oil goes in. All of this goes in. And just stir this around. Okay, now we are ready for some cognac in this. That's going to really give this a very unusual flavor. So I'm going to put the cognac in. And now I want that to cook down some. I want a lot of this moisture to evaporate. So I'm going to turn the heat up for a few minutes here. This has got to go right into the food processor.
Let me get this out of your way.
Well, let me get it in. All these livers have to go in. And I'm going to just pulse this up until we have a nice paste. So I get this all pulsed up until it's really pasty looking. Stop and look at it to make sure it is. Oof. That really smells good. I think one more little pulse here. Okay, that's it. It's ready to come out. Now I want to put this in a bowl. And it should be pasty like this. So if you've cooked the livers dry, then it will not be soggy.
And it'll be really nice and spreadable on your toasted
Very
bread.
spreadable. Well, I won't take the rest out because we can do that later. I want to show you how I serve this then. And then just take some of this liver mixture, and look at how beautifully that spreads.
Oh boy, I
Wonderful.
can't wait to try that.
You're going to get the first one, and that's looking great too. You know what? The problem is that you and I just love to cook too many things. That's the problem.
Oh, but that's so much fun.
I know. We're never going to get it all done today.
Oh, we will.
There's the second one, and then I like to garnish this, you know, in the Tuscan tradition.
Very
I take
simply,
a couple
of course.
just a couple cherry tomatoes and cut them up into quarters, and you can just do, you know, something to dress it up because liver by itself isn't really colorful.
No.
And then I might give it a little sage leaf just to go with it, because of course the Tuscans love sage.
Yes, they use it a
And
lot,
put-
especially with game and with
right.
liver and strong flavored meats.
So these two are for Charles when he comes over. That's all there is to that.
I
It's
love
so
that.
easy.
That's great.